What's up, YouTube? Anthony Lyons, Aldesigns, back at it again with another video. As you can see, they're still working on the Lexus. Still trying to figure out some things. I tell you what, it's been a pain trying to figure out whether to replace the amplifier or the radio. We ordered a new radio. That radio ended up being the wrong one. This is a Mark Livingston system, and the radio they sent through eBay is not. Did get all the speakers done, so we have audio control 6.5 speakers with the adapter I built, and then we have the tweeter up there. Everything's all pulled out. Again, trying to figure out what we're gonna do for the radio. Let's get Chase out here. He's lonely, I guess. Come on, dude. So that is the update on the Lexus. Oh, also the amp rack. If you can see it, it's kind of dark in here, but the amp rack with all the crossovers and all the goodies are coming together. I got to get that mounted today, get it a little bit more clean, and then it's gonna go up like this, up, so when you fold the seats down you'll see it, and then I got to build a box, so it's coming along, so stay tuned for that. But we are going to head out and get some gas and power up the TV. Me and my dad ran out of time, but we gonna go power up that TV in the yacht in Gig Harbor, and then I'll give you a quick intro on what's next on another project that's outside. So stay with me and let's go get some gas. All right, y'all. We're gonna go get some gas, and then we're gonna stop at Lowe's, get some material, and then get out to the boat and finish powering up this TV. So come with me as we drive to Gig Harbor. Gig Harbor Marina, land of the boats, yachts, and all the above. So let's go. All right, y'all, got all the stuff I need. Go finish this TV, so see what it looks like. It's a beautiful day out here in the great Northwest. Yeah, I drove the BMW. I'll do a full story on how I got that damn thing. If you guys are new to the channel, purchased this like 2 years ago, but I'll do a story on why I got it and how I got it and all that other good stuff. So let's get over to the boat. All right, y'all, made it onto the boat. There's the TV, last video. Me and my dad helped me. Just need a second set of hands. So my dad helped me get this thing up. Got it all bolted in. That was in the last video. Now we gotta power it up. We're gonna go off a tie-in of this plug-in down here. So I gotta run the wire through, but the customer wants to put a outlet in here. So we're gonna put a 1-gang outlet in there. Get all nice and neat for him. Then he can just plug in other stuff if he wants to. Yeah, somewhere right in here, we'll drill a hole down there with a grommet, and that will pass through in here. Get that wired up today. And then there's a whole bunch of other goodies and things that Brian, the owner, would like me to do. So there'll be an ongoing project this summer. Pretty cool out here. It's nice, peaceful, relaxing atmosphere. I have a few other customers out in this marina too. It's the Gig Harbor Marina in Washington. So stay tuned for pictures of the cable installation for the power on this flat screen. All right. And that's a wrap. YouTube plug-ins all there. Routed all the way down, connected to that one, and TV is on. Next up, we have this Starlink cable. Got to run that up that way and back. We have another outlet coming in here, so I'll do, stay tuned for video and pictures of that. But we'll get back to the house and continue on the amp rack on the Lexus. So stay tuned. All right, y'all, back in the lab, back working on the Lexus. Here is the box for the 12. Getting it together. I have the amp rack temporarily in place. Figured out what angle I needed it to be at. So when you fold the seat down, you got all the goodies there. So to capture that angle, temporarily put that in place. And then I got me some wood, 2 pieces of wood, glue it together to capture the angle I need. Just a quick little tip. Man, I need some lotion, I'm ashy. But that's how I captured the angle. Got that angle there. Now just working on getting the front baffle on, and I'll wrap the front piece in vinyl and keep it moving. So stay with me as we continue on the Lexus build, and then at the end of this video I'll show you what the upcoming projects are going to be for the rest of the summer. Well, mostly for the rest of the summer. So all right, stay with me. All right, y'all, this is where I'm at on the Lexus. Give you a quick tip here. It's kind of old school, but hey, I needed to capture this side panel here. I'm gonna blend this in to this panel that comes across. So I just get some cardboard. This is actually like, it's the same material as like cereal boxes. You can get it from upholstery shops or even on Amazon. But you take that, get you some tape, cut a bunch of pieces until it gets to the shape you want, and then transfer it to whatever material you want. So it's pretty easy, old school method. There's a whole bunch of ways to capture that, but it's not too bad. It always works for me. So let's keep going, get this panel wrapped. Alright YouTube, we're gonna end this video here. A little frustrated, but got everything wired up. Got the subwoofer is in, as you can see, nice clean. This amp's still not really working all that well. The radio keeps cutting in and out. So we came up with a little plan. Me and the customer are just gonna put a hideaway radio from JL Audio. I'll show you in the next video what that looks like. But it's a hideaway radio until he can get a hold of a new factory radio and a new amplifier. They're kind of expensive, so he's gonna wait a little bit. So we'll have a temporary fix. You'll see that in the next video, but at this point, this thing's gonna chill. Upcoming project, I did this last year. So last year, I built this. You guys can see it in my videos. That was stage 1. Stage 2, we're gonna take this rubber mat out and we're gonna build our own floor, kind of like a false floor, wrap it in the same color vinyl. We're gonna put a really cool custom cooler in the middle. The customer likes to go to different car shows. He is a ridiculously good artist when it comes to airbrushing. That's his business, and he takes this with him, and it just kind of chills at the car shows as he's a vendor there. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, stay with your boy Anthony Lyons, Aldesigns, Kitsap Lake, and yeah, stay tuned.